Okay. Yeah, so we just finished with question 1.1. Now let's do question 1.2. So with question 1.2, guys, oh wait, with question 1.1, I want to just say that I hope you do understand it, and I hope it made sense to someone. I also hope that we're in the right track. And also, please do feel free to comment down below how you do it and how you do it, how you'd approach it, and we can just confirm and also, you know, correct me. Like I said, any way that you feel like I'm not in the right track, please do correct me. Cause yeah, everyone makes mistakes, but yeah, please do correct me so that we fix it together. Then we attack the problems. Okay, let's go move on to question 1.2. So question 1.2, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's just that we firstly, like I said, ask ourselves, is this equation in standard form? So in this case, it's not in standard form, so we're going to have to basically transpose 2p to that side, and then the discriminant, because it's non-real, what's the discriminant? Less than, right? So it's going to be less than 0. And then after we're done with that, we then test to see if it makes sense. And then yes, so let me just switch the screens. I think I'd already written it down here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So now what do we do now? We first ask ourselves, this is not in standard form. So we're gonna say that okay, x squared plus 6x minus 2p. In this case, we can say is equal to 0, but let's just say less than, right? Because then it says that it's non-real roots. So from there, we're gonna say that okay, another person would wanna feel more comfortable putting it like, okay, it's already in a comfortable spot actually. My bad. So from here, we can just go straight further to say that b squared minus 4ac must be less than 0. So after it's in standard form, you then go straight to saying p squared minus 4ac. Then from there, your algebra comes in, and stuff like that. And then now you just have to substitute. Now. So let's substitute. So what's our b here? It's 6, right? So this becomes 6 squared minus 4 into our a. Our a is basically 1, as we can see here. It's an invisible 1. We don't see it. However, our c is going to be all of this here. So we know that this is now in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c less than 0. So now we have our c to be negative 2p less than 0, right? And then from there we're gonna say that okay, we do know that 6 squared is basically 36, right? And we also know that if 6 squared is 36, negative 4, so we know that we have negative 4 into 1 times negative 2p, negative 4 into 1 times negative 2p. Okay, I'm just gonna say this is going to be negative. Let's first multiply out the what's in the bracket. So 1 times negative 2p is basically negative 2p, because it's positive times negative is negative. Then it's less than 0. Then I want to say 36, and then negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. Yeah, positive 8p less than 0. Then from there, you can either transpose. So let's transpose the 36. So this becomes less than negative 36. Then we're going to divide both sides by 8, right? We're going to divide here by 8. And then p becomes, so what's this? P is less than 36 over 8 is, so we're going to have to find our highest common factor there. I think it's, what can it be? I think it's 4. Yeah, because if we divide 36 by 4, we're going to get 9. When I get 9, and then 8 divided by 4, yeah, it's 2, right? Yeah, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Yeah, so p is less than 9 over 2. Yeah, p is less than 9 over 2. 9 over 2. 9 over 2. So I hope this makes sense here. So p is less than 9 over 2. And then you can always check by basically you just have to, you can just leave it like this: p is less than 9 over 2, for which the would be non-real. So this is any value that's less than 9 over 2 must give you something, must give an output that would be like negative, right? So yeah, I hope it makes sense. And I also wanted to share that if you're dividing by a negative, so maybe What if, for example, we had like a negative 8p? This is for example, right? Negative 8p was less than 36, né? Then we had to divide, so we know that p can't be negative, so we divide both sides by negative. I want to just tell you that when we divide by a negative, the inequality sign will always change. So this becomes, it's not gonna be, it's no longer going to be less than, but now it's going to be greater than negative 9/2 if we had that situation where we had to divide by a negative. But in this case, we didn't have that situation, so hence we did not change the inequality sign. It just remained as p, which was less than 9/2. Thank you very much. Let's move on to question 1.3.